We are here to celebrate the release of Happy Gilmore 2 now on Netflix, and also with our amazing partners, All the Smoke. Without further ado, it is my absolute honor to introduce the amazing, legendary NBA icon and host of All the Smoke, Matt Barnes.
Thank you. What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Obviously, Top Golf, thank you guys very much. Netflix and Sade, you've been amazing. We've been able to partner on a few projects, and this is something that's near and dear to my heart. When the first film came out 30 years ago, I was all over it, and we had an opportunity to partner with you guys for part 2, and it's been really special. So, again, thank Sade, thank Netflix, thank you guys, Top Golf. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Thank you guys for showing up. And let's get to it, man. This is one of my favorite players in the W right now. She's a dog. She's from San Diego. Did her thing in college, won some chips in Vegas, and now she's in LA. So without further ado, welcome to the show, Kelsey Plum. We got enough mics. Oops. So thank you for being here. So you guys just had a game in New York last night, buzzer beater, and then what time you get back to LA?
Oh man, I think we landed at 4:30 a.m.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, I know. So I got some tea.
Yeah, I got something a little harder than tea, but and it's got our name on it with Happy. Hey, All the Smoke. We starting to do shit. Look at this. Yeah, but how is everything? 5 straight wins. You guys are starting to get hot. Your transition from Las Vegas, where you're able to win a few championships with Asia, and we were talking about this off camera. Like everything you do now is going to measure if you guys win or lose. Obviously, you had a historic college career. You were the all-time leading scorer at one point, and then you took kind of a role, still did your thing, but took a role to win some chips, and now you're in one of the biggest media markets in the world, and your team is starting to find their rhythm, and it's all predicated like night in, night out. If Kelsey plays good, we win. If she don't, ain't no telling. Sometimes you can still play good and lose. Yeah. But what has that been like transitioning to LA?
Oh, I mean, I'm so grateful to be here. LA has welcomed me with open arms, so I'm super grateful for that. But like you said, yeah, I think it's the first time in my career at the pro level, there's a different level of responsibility. And really every decision you make on and off the court decides in wins and losses. And, you know, as a competitor, you take that really heavily. So to start the year, we're not winning games. You know, it's like, wow, like this is way more than I thought I bargained for, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, we had a lot of injuries and you know, we had 7-day contracts and all this. And the other day, no one cares. You either win or you don't.
Very simple.
And so, but we're finding our groove now, and we've got a full healthy squad. So I'm excited about that, and just got to keep it going.
So this is year 8, 4-time All-Star, former #1 pick. How's the LA media treated you? Because it's a little different. I think in some cities, people can hide out. But in LA, there's always going to be a spotlight on you. And now, particularly with the Sparks, you being one of the key members, what has the media been like for you?
I mean, I feel like I'm very friendly with the media. I enjoy it. So I'm not bothered by the pressure, the big questions. And that's what you want, right? As an athlete, you want the lights, you want the pressure, you want the responsibility. And, you know, when I saw LA as an opportunity, I was like, hey, this is it. You know, as a player, you get probably one chance in your career to jump, and you either sink or swim. And so I think a lot of times it's a test of characters. Like, do I really got it? Well, we're going to find out, you know?
Obviously, I've got a chance to catch 2 games this year. Has there been people that have come to the game and you're like, oh, damn, okay, that's dope. They're fans.
Yeah, you.
Okay. but you know, I've been a fan, though. I've been fucking with you for a minute.
For
so
sure.
I've been a fan. But how has it been? Again, LA, just the lights are a little brighter. Although you guys won championships in Las Vegas and had a great team, I just feel like LA, New York, there's certain cities where the energy is different.
Absolutely. I would say, in Vegas, we did get a lot of big time people, especially because we were rolling and popular, but a lot more actors, actresses, a lot of, entertainers, soccer players, SZA, trying to think. I'm trying to think. To be honest, I really stay locked into the game until I see my teammates after taking pictures with people, and I'm like, oh, yeah, so-and-so's here.
So we're here, Happy Gilmore 2, the launch of Happy Gilmore. Give it up again for Netflix and Happy Gilmore 2.
My name is Happy Gilmore. 30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try.
But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one.
Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of dicks!
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school?
It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333 grand.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Let them see the Happy I fell in love with.
Come on, you gotta do it, Dad.
All right, let's go. Let's go get him, Dad. But what about the jig?
I know how to do it, Dad. Let's go.
Oh, Dad. Oh, got this.
What the hell is happening?
Happy Gilmore is breaking in yet another caddy he just met.
All right, we're gonna go. See, but you bring those. Those always come. All right, that's it. They got a strap if you want to use the strap.
Happy Gilmore didn't have things flowing on the first though.
Oh, son of
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're in my world now.
I got you a little something there, Pop. Everyone is talking about a comeback kid.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore!
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
My dad loved you, man. I am so sorry.
Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue.
Remember the happy place I went to? You go to yours.
Oh my God, Rory!
Jackass. Bingo.
You stole my life from me.
Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
How did you get your role? You had a brief cameo. How did that come about?
Matt, it was so random. I got a call from my agent one day and was like, hey, Adam asked if you wanted to be in Happy Gilmore. And I was like, what? And I showed up, and the movie's a little different than commercials. Movies are like, you kind of are just there all day waiting, and they just say, hey, you're on. And so I get there, it's in New Jersey, it's like 6 a.m., hair and makeup done. I'm just sitting in the trailer by myself. I have lines. I'm like, okay, here we go. And I walk they asked me to go into this trailer. I walk in, and in walks Adam. And he was just like the most warm, welcoming. He was like, yo, do y'all know who this is? And he's pointing to me. I'm like, what? It's all that.
Like, who's here?
Right.
Oh, it's me?
I'm looking around like, there's all these like producers, hair and makeup. And he's like, this one won us the gold. This one won us the gold. And I was like, shut up. You watched that game? Like, that was awesome.
Right.
And then so I gave him a big hug, and I was like, thank you so much for having me. Are you kidding me? And we got on set, and he scratched everything in my part. Scratched everything. So, really? I'm like, okay. And people don't know, Adam obviously acts, but produces, writes, picks all the actors. Mm-hmm. And so it's amazing to watch him work, because he's behind the camera, he's in front of the camera. So he's telling me, and I do my lines, and he's like, no, you got to be a bigger bitch. So I remember, like, this is someone that hired me. I'm on camera, and I'm trying to, he's like, no, you're way too nice. You got to do it again. So it ended up just being this great, this moment, and it was awesome. I got his number. So he's been amazing.
No, Adam's super cool, man. Speaking of gold, got a chance to represent the United States and win a gold medal. What did that mean to you? Give her, clap that up.
I mean, when you're playing for the best team in the world, like there's a level of just pride, and you go out there, you represent our country, and the Olympics bonds us. We might not know who the athlete is, but when they're wearing Team USA, we're all in. You know, parasailing, skiing, darts, it doesn't matter. Like, we're all in. And so it was just an amazing feeling. It was in Paris. My family got to come. And yeah, you know, the entire world does not want us to win, especially in basketball. Absolutely. So that kind of makes it even more fun. We're playing France in the gold medal game in France. It was high stakes, and I'll never forget that game.
Outside of actually basketball, what was the best part about that experience?
I would say watch my family get to experience it, right? Because there's so many people that sacrifice for you to get to that moment, and then for you to be able to share that. You know, I got my niece there, my parents there. You know, all my siblings took off work, came over, and just like being around the other families. That to me was the best experience.
That's dope. This season, 20 points, 6 assists, the only player in the W in the top 5 in both. Congratulations for that. Also lead the league in three-pointers made. Talk to these people, because if you guys don't know, she was a monster in college. She was all-time leading scorer at one point. The man every night, she had, 31 a game in your senior year? Like, it was some nasty shit. And then she went to Las Vegas and, again, sacrificed and won 2 championships with that team. But, again, now your role has increased, not only as a scorer, but just the leader of this team. And we're talking, again, learning how to talk to people differently and understanding just the impact of your words and your actions. Tell us what it's like to really step into that leadership role. Not that you weren't a leader on Las Vegas, but really being the woman on this team.
We talked about it off camera, but there's just a level of humility you have to have going into a new role. And that's with all of us, right? Like, when we step into a new role in life, it's okay to say, like, I don't know how to do this. I've never done this. And really lean in on a lot of mentors and support. You know, Cheryl Miller, Lisa Leslie, women I'm tapping in with just to provide that wisdom. But I think for me, it's just learning to be super adaptable. You know, one game you might have to go score 10, 15 in a quarter. One game you might have to go lock up the other best perimeter player. One game you might have to get into the paint and get people going for assists. It's just, it's one of those things where I've learned over time. I'm like, my role is going to change, not just in every game, but every quarter, every time out, and just being okay with that and being super present, not allowing what happened, you know, either off the court or what's going on in that moment to affect the next moment. And so I'm being stretched in ways that I didn't know was possible, but it's going to make me a better player in person.
Absolutely. So 5 straight wins. You guys are, a half game out of 8, but 2 games out of 5, if I'm not mistaken. It's something like that, right?
That's right.
So everything's bumped up. So what did it mean for you first year in LA to be able to get this team in the playoffs, but not only get in the playoffs, but make some noise?
I mean, it's early, so, you know, I'm just trying to take it a game at a time. But, you know, for me, none of the stats matter if you're not affecting winning. Mm-hmm. You know, I think basketball a little bit now in this generation has gotten away from that. You know, people get a lot of individual credit, and with all due respect, you know, if you're scoring and you're assisting doesn't impact winning, then to be honest, I don't really give a damn.
Right.
And, you know, as someone that you play both sides of the ball, I think that's something that is like, we got to get back to that. We got to get back to that because like, what are we doing if we're not winning, right?
Period.
So that's where I'm at with it.
I got my twins here, and we just got back from Peach Jam, EYBL, and that's the thing. It's just like the game has changed, and I don't know if it's shifted as much in your guys' league as it has in the NBA, but it's just one-sided now. And you saw in the playoffs, you got a chance to have some defense and be able to play both sides of the ball. But to me, that's so important because there's a bunch of people that put up empty numbers, and at the end of the day, those are just numbers. If you don't win, what is the point of the empty numbers? There isn't one.
Did y'all play defense at Peach Jam?
Oh, they got to.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, I make them work. My defender was hurt. He fractured his ankle, so he was out. But I made the one that likes to play all offense play some defense. So, about you're a little bit past the halfway point of the season right now. Like, where are you mentally? Again, you just got off a flight at 4 or 5 a.m. and you're here with us, and we appreciate that. But where are you at as far as mentally, spiritually, and team-wise at kind of the halfway point of the season?
I'm excited. You know, we got 5 in a row.
Give it up for that. 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
They just beat the Liberty last night at the buzzer.
You know, it's crazy when you're used to winning, and then people are like, "Oh my God, we won 2 in a row." I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Right.
We'll get there. We'll get there. No, but I think I'm excited, and I know that you got to take it one game at a time. Every game, like we play Vegas next. Right after
Oh,
that, we
yeah.
play I think New York again. Like it never ends. But my mindset is just trying to be super present and just continue to stack dubs. And you look up, you're fighting for playoff seeding, and then it's a whole new game.
Yeah, once you get there. What is it like playing against your old team? Because you don't know any other way. You had 7 years in Vegas, and you guys are 1-1 against them this year. But what is it like? What was your first experience like playing against your former team?
Yeah, man, I knew they were gonna play hard as hell. But it was kind of surreal. I felt like, because my first time playing Vegas, it was back in Vegas. So I hadn't been around, and basketball, obviously you're around the team, but there's so many more people that go into the production of the game. So you have, just like security and, the people that are behind the scoreboard. And, so I was just more reconnecting and just paying gratitude. There's a lot of people that put a lot of time and effort into us being able to produce those games, win, and come together for a championship. So I think, honestly, I was just more caught up in that. And yeah, I mean, I think it'll always be kind of like weird. I don't know when it'll wear off. I don't know if it wore off for you.
Yeah, and it just depends on what team and what situation. Obviously, you guys have so much history together and won championships together, so I can only imagine that. I'm going to brag on you for a little bit. All-time leading scorer with over 3,500 career points in college. Caitlin Clark came in and knocked you out of that position, but to average 25 points a game over your career, you averaged 32 as a senior. What was your college experience like as a Husky at Washington?
When I first went to Washington, I think a lot of people were like, "Why would you go there?" No offense, they hadn't been to the tournament in I think almost 15 years. We just got a brand new coach, and I just wanted to do something different, and I wanted to see kind of similar to this position in LA. Like, if you really believe you are who you say you are, then you're gonna be here for the challenge. And so that's what I wanted to do. And that's the other thing. It took time. It took to my junior year to get to the Final Four. That's 3 years of sitting in that muck.
But it's a lot of, I think it says a lot because kids these days, they jump at the first sign of adversity, first sign of struggle personally or team-wise. They don't sit in the struggle and the growth. They run. So for you to say, like, it took us 3 years to get where we wanted to be, and what do you think about and I can't even blame the kids these days because I think it's more of a cultural thing. Like, everyone just bounces around. What are your thoughts on, because I came up in an era at UCLA where my first year I didn't play a ton. Second year I played more. Junior I played a lot. Senior year I was the man. So what do you think about just the mindset of athletes these days that kind of running at any sign of adversity?
I appreciate you asking that. And I know every situation is a little different. And I know NIL plays into effect. And I know there's money and opportunities. And sometimes you got to take that for you or your family. And I get that. I think what I stood on and what my parents raised me as is if you're having issues, it's probably because you just have a lack of character. There's something that needs to be developed inside of you. And so the grass ain't greener. If you are having a problem, you decide to leave, whether that's a relationship or a work thing or whatever, you're going to find the problem in the next place. So either you develop and fix it, or you just keep running, it's going to follow you.
Plain and simple. I love that. WNBA All-Star Weekend, you were cracking. Shout out to Stud Buzz. You were live streaming. You had the bottle of Crown. You took a little heat because you said you guys were hungover. But what's crazy to me is, like, you guys are doing stuff and they're just starting to put cameras on it like it's brand new. On the other side, we got dudes drinking, smoking, using drugs, and it's okay. But let you guys get in an argument or start pushing, or heaven forbid, Kelsey has a bottle of Crown on the off time during All-Star and takes a drink of it. Like, what are your thoughts just when you guys kind of let your hair down, your guard down, and have fun, and then the I guess sarcasm or just critiquing you guys take on every single move you guys make?
you know, Matt, I don't know if it was the crown or if it was me not using the chaser that like bothered people.
Straight to the face.
I don't know. That's just where I grew up. You just don't chase. You just
have fun.
shoot it and move on.
Yeah.
Not think period. I heard someone say period. Yeah, you know, it's so interesting because it's a new microscope. But to me, I think it's honestly really cool because in my career, when I first came into the W until now, there wasn't a microscope. And now we're viewership, you know, people are watching, casuals tuning in, and that's what you want, right? And the more hate you're getting and the more pushback you're getting, that means you do something right.
Means they're not hating on motherfuckers that's not doing nothing.
Amen.
Come on, man. Give it up for that one time. You've been a 4-time All-Star. I didn't get a chance to make it this year, but was the energy around the game a little different this year? Did you feel like?
You know, it was cool. I think we have to be careful, though, because I know the NBA takes a lot of heat for not playing hard in the All-Star game. And so, like, we had a lot of fun, but there was definitely a lack of defense. So we're getting to that point where we're going to have to figure that out, too. But, no, it was a lot of fun. Indy is, I mean, basketball heaven, right? So, I mean, we had an amazing time.
Are you one of the players, because I feel like on the NBA side, with the torch being passed from Bron and KD and Steph to this younger generation of guys, are you someone in the W that can kind of get the women's ear? Like, hey, y'all, we see what's going on that side. The ratings are down for All-Star. We got something special. We're continuing to build momentum. Are you someone that can get the girls to like, yo, let's go out there and really play? We're going to have fun, but we're going to really play.
Oh, yeah, I got an idea.
Okay, let's hear it.
Since Netflix is here, I was thinking.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers, baby. I was singing, you know, the game sponsored by Netflix.
Ooh, Sade.
$1 million pot.
Ooh, Sade, y'all got a ton of money, right? I ain't counting nobody's pockets, but Netflix is not doing bad these days.
I know. I went small with the $1 million pot. Maybe we should do $5 million pot.
Shit. See, I'm trying to help you out. Now you're going crazy.
Split it 12 ways for the winning roster. And I guarantee people picking up full court.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of that, you guys are in an expiring CBA at the end of this year. There's a lot of talk, and I think there's a lot of misinformation out there from a standpoint of there's no mystery that in the past that the league has lost money, but revenue is up, new TV deal is up. Franchises are going at an all-time high. They're being bought and then times in 10 within the first year. What are your thoughts about moving forward with this new collecting bargaining agreement? For you, those of you guys don't know, so the NBA gets a 49 to 51% rev share. These women only get a 9% split of the money that comes in, and then they get 50% split, I guess, after the league recoups, but most of the time you never see that. We got some deals that we're in like now that we're 50 or 75% once they recoup, and we don't see shit, so I already know what that is like. But what are your thoughts moving forward? You guys have made so much progress, but the league is in a much different space than it was in 2020 when you guys did your last deal. So as a player and then as one of the biggest players in this league, where do you guys stand right now with this new collecting bargain agreement?
It's an amazing time, and I think it's a great opportunity. And it's not just an opportunity for our league, but it's really for women and a representation of where not just where we are, but where we're headed. And so I think, and I've told Kathy this, I think she has an opportunity to be a leader in this space of historical transformation, right? And yeah, the rev share is super interesting because a lot of times the misinformation comes in where we're asking to be paid what the men are being paid. That's not true. We're asking just the same percentage of revenue or a similar percentage of revenue. And right now, that's not the case. And so that's what we're fighting for. And I do believe one of the greatest strengths of our league is the unification of our women.
Yes.
And so, I mean, we've seen our women come together to flip an election in the state of Georgia.
Yep.
So, like, we're not new to this, and we know what's on the line. And it's not just about the next couple years, but we're thinking about 10, 20 years down the line, what this represents. And I have all the faith in the world that we'll get there.
This is me kind of talking to some people and doing my research, and I feel like there hasn't been full transparency from the league side in the last couple years because, again, the new TV deal, teams and merch and again the revenue is continuing to add up, but it doesn't seem like that's reflecting with what you guys have going on. So this is a big situation coming up for you guys. This is at the end of this season, correct?
Yes.
Are you on the board? Are you a member of
Yeah, I'm the vice president.
Okay. So you got to say then.
They bring me in for the meat and potatoes.
Okay. That's the most important part of the meal, though.
Amen.
Straight up. Unrivaled. You committed and then decided to step away and rest. It had its first season this past year. What are your thoughts on Unrivaled, and do you think we'll see you in that? Is that a beetle? It's a big ass bug right there. I don't play with bugs. Thoughts on Unrivaled?
It was incredible. The revenue it generated just also shows the league that, there's a sustainable
there's
model.
other options over there.
Absolutely. And I think it's good. It puts a level of pressure on them to step it up. It's funny. I committed, but I never actually fully signed. And I actually had said, I don't think I'm going to play early on. But I didn't, fully back out until a little bit later. I needed a rest.
Yeah,
I needed a
Olympics,
rest.
the season, a lot
There's
going
a lot
on.
of personal stuff. Divorce is a bitch.
Man, amen. Shoo. Ain't no telling. Don't even start on that shit. My divorce was 11 years ago. God damn it.
God bless you,
man.
No, but I think that I'm just really excited about the league, and if everything goes right, I would love to play.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, Unrivaled was a new, was it 3-on-3?
Yeah, 3-on-3.
A new 3-on-3 league that had incredible splits and payouts to players, and they did a great job in Florida. But for you, all those of you that also don't know, like a lot of these women have had to go overseas in the off season because what the WNBA is paying some of these women isn't adequate enough to make a living. So they had to jump from one season to another season and then come back. So hopefully in these next round of collective bargaining agreements and with other options out there, because women are still making great money overseas. And then Unrivaled is another great option where they're paying good money. Hopefully with this next sit down and go around, you guys will be able to come up to what you need. All right, quick hitters, we're out of here. So Happy Gilmore liked to scrap on the course. If you were in a team fight, look out, women fight too. Who are 3 people in the W that you would want on your side?
Rakia Jackson.
Okay, so she's pretty and she can scrap, huh?
Oh, she can scrap.
I like those type. Yeah, I like them type. Yeah. Just saying in general.
Am I including myself?
Please, no, you plus 3.
Oh, me plus 3. Okay.
Actually, you plus 4. Like I need 5 women.
I like that.
Okay.
I would say Rakia Jackson.
Okay.
I would say, I would pick Asia.
Yeah. She's all around.
Big, strong, fast, quick. I mean, woo.
Right.
you getting hit a bunch of ways. I would pick Dejanay Carrington.
Okay.
I would.
She's having a good year, by the way, too, this year. She's having about 18, 19 points a game. A little lower? Someone said a little lower? Thanks, eh?
I pick Ryan Howard.
Okay.
And
who's your last pick?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, I'd probably pick Aaliyah Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I know people are telling you need to start golf and you're here today and you're going to swing the club a little bit, but you and your dream foursome, so you plus 3 other players.
I mean, I'll take Happy Gilmore.
Come on now.
Tiger.
Yeah. And let me just bring the weed. I'm coming too. I'm inviting myself. I'm on the course with you.
All right, Matt. And who we taking? Honestly, I'll take my brother.
Okay. Can he play?
No, he's just fun.
Okay. Well, shit. And that's what the golf course is for. Last question. One guest from your league that you would like to see on All the Smoke.
Okay, Rakia Jackson. Let's get it.
There we go.
I love that.
Simple. Well, Kelsey, I appreciate your time. Thank you. We know how much you had to travel and get here today. Good luck the rest of the way. And we're all excited for this playoff push you guys are going to be on. We're going to be there supporting you guys every step of the way. Appreciate you guys. Give it up. Give it up for Kelsey Plum.